I'd like to introduce Dave Shelba. He's CEO and co-founder of SGW Integrated Marketing Communications, one of the largest digital marketing agencies in the state. I just made that part up. He has a very exciting interactive presentation that I expect to be awesome. I hope everybody else thinks so, so please give a warm welcome to Dave Shelba.
You know, to prepare for today, when you first asked me to speak, I did what anybody would do. Google statistics, public relations, advertising, look and see what the salary guides were across the country, what the median averages may be. Like, for instance, account managers, average across the country, $108,000. Let me tell you something. That average comes out to, if you're in the city, it's about $250,000. If you're in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, it's about $9,500. That's how you come to that average. PR, $57,000. $45,000 for graphic artists, $43,000 for videographers or video editors. And you're going to hear nice figures about, well, our industries will stay with the rest of the industries and grow by the year 2020 by 13, 14%. And PR will grow by 20%. Boring, boring, boring stuff. And I always believe, and one of the things I preach, is a 3E trilogy. Entertain, educate, and engage. Because when you do entertain someone, they're being educated, they don't even know it, and you can engage them. The other thing, too, is that any of you can go and Google all these statistics. Just go to the Bureau of Labor. They're ridiculous statistics anyway. They're really meaningless. Because what they don't do, they don't explain what the difference is between a career and a job. And that's the most important thing. And the funny thing is, the best explanation or definition of a career versus a job was from Chris Rock. Anybody ever see Chris do this bit? Listen, I'm not going to imitate him very well, and with all of the F-bombs taken out, it's probably not going to be as funny. But it goes like this. A career is when you're working. Look at your watch. It's 8:15 p.m. Nighttime. You haven't eaten lunch. You haven't eaten dinner. And you say to yourself, where did this day go? You say to yourself, man, I better get in here bright early tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., because I got to get this project done. That's a career. A job, 9 to 5 job. Come in, working. Look at your watch. 9:08 a.m. You say to yourself, man, I ain't going to look at that watch. 4 hours, I'm not looking at it. So you're working. I'm not looking. Working. Don't look. Can't be. Got to be close to lunchtime. Working. Look at your watch. 9:30 a.m. The quintessential explanation of a career versus a job. So, in thinking about it, I said, you know, I've had a lot of life experiences. I didn't exactly take the traditional route. But if I could come up with like 10 principles, I call them like 10 commandments to embarking onto a career, maybe it'll help you. And I collaborated with my Cuban creative collaborator, Leo Montes De Oca. I always like to throw the R in, Oca, because it sounds more romantic, but Oca. And we came up with a little presentation that as you embark on a very, very challenging, extremely competitive, but a very exciting career, we hope this gives you some provoking thoughts and something to think about as you go on.